Hey guys. Hey guys. Oh, let's see. What is this goal thing? I haven't been on YouTube for a long time. A long time. Make super chat more fun with a goal. What's that mean? Oh, okay. Ooh, what's that? Choose the super chat color count. Teal. Yeah. Oop. I don't know. I don't understand it, but okay. Oop. How's everybody doing? Is anybody on here? It's been a very long time since I've been on here. So, oh, I see some more. Hi, Garrett. Oh my goodness. Hi, honey. Hi. All right, so I'm on here because I've been on TikTok a lot at 12 noon and 7 p.m. But I'm on here. Oh my God, I can't get comfortable. Oh, all right, where are we at? Thinking out loud. Hi. You think out loud? I have an unfiltered mouth. Nice to meet you. No. I did tell those on TikTok. Oh, it's you, Cheryl? Hey, Cheryl. Thinking out loud, that's your screen name? You think out loud and I have an unfiltered mouth. I told those on TikTok that I was going to come on here because I have gotten a lot of downloads and I wanted to have talk time, but then do cards, for everybody with the new month and everything that's been going on. But I have been on TikTok twice a day. My new channel that isn't live yet. Okay, cool. Cool. I wish you luck in getting it live. You need to, honey. You really should. So I don't know if it's going to notify everybody because I can't even say it, the AL, the algorithm, because I haven't been on YouTube for a long time, years. But I come on for the new moon and full moons, so I got to get back in the swing of you guys, and the YouTube, because I actually like the YouTube where I can really talk a little more freely than I think I can on TikTok, because I noticed some certain words I use on TikTok, they want to flag me and say I talk hate speech, which nothing I say is about hate. So I'm not too keen on being told what to say or what not to say. I kind of go by the beat of my own drums, as those that know me know. So it's kind of hard to put certain restrictions on me when I'm channeling, because I can't help it. I'm channeling, right? So maybe I'll text a few people to let them know I'm live. Otherwise, I want to get started. And I'm wondering if I should go live on TikTok so they can see as I'm on with you. I don't know. No, because then they'll strike me on the TikTok because they're listening to me. So I want to know, how was your April? how was your April as a whole? March and April, but really April, especially the last 2 weeks of April. Because there has been a lot of energy and a lot of pressure. Pressure. Who's this? A lot of pressure internally with your thoughts, possibly, with certain things coming up, and you just feel like there's got to be a change. You got to make a change. That's enough. I'm going to make a change. Not to mention with the things that are going on in the United States, with since the election and since inauguration and for the last 5 months. Hold on. I'm going to tell a couple of people I'm on. So I'm not one about politics. I'm about spirituality. I'm about where you're at for you. I don't do videos. Not the best, jobless. Okay, sweetheart. I know. See, and that's what I'm like coming on here talking about. There's a lot of people that are without jobs, and then you got the new people, not new people, but more people about to be or is jobless from the many cuts with the government. Some are chosen to elect to leave, and others were, cut. I've had to reframe a lot of my own personal beliefs because I'm very, 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 very spiritual in the sense when it comes to working and for other people. So it's like, don't ask, don't tell kind of thing with me. Don't ask me. So, I don't tell you what I get from it. But, everything is a tools and a means, and you'll always have what you need, and you will always have what you need and not be without. So please understand that. And in the due time of not having something, as hard as it is, because society puts that pressure about having to work, which everybody does. It's a means. But maybe the universe is redirecting you to do something that you're passionate about. Not working for somebody else, but take a leap of chance, and do something for yourself. A lot of internal work. Yes, good letting go of what doesn't serve you. Yay! Major letting go. Yay! I didn't think Tom at all. Why would you say that? But how is Tom doing? How is Tom doing? Is he good? I really, and please tell him I said hi. But it's a redirection. It really is a redirection for those that are not working at the moment. For those that seem like it was a shock. And what do I do now? Well, what you do now is you go within. What is it you've said to yourself probably 1,000 times? Man, if I just had some extra hours in a day, I'd love to try this. I'm really tired of working for this person or that. And, I want to try this and see if I can do it as a side hustle, whatever, Well, your side hustle is going to be thinking and going to be your, your vocation and your avocation. Okay. There's going to be the shift. There's going to be a shift in that. There should be a shift, especially with today, with technology and everything that is advanced. And remember, not you personally, but society, You wanted it all advanced. You wanted it faster. Well, guess what? I was. Oh my God. See, Garrett? Take yourself back and really observe. And once you go within, you know, you were saying that, right? So the universe heard you. Did it come in the way that you would have liked it to happen, the transition? No. But you see what I'm saying? Try to get a different perspective. And that's why I'm on here today, because I swear I was getting so many downloaded messages. I'm like, oh my God, I got to come on here and remind everybody and channel so many other things. So, you know, and there was a lot of times for a month, I heard so many people negatory, derogatory things and then positive things, you get both sides of the coins and you see a perspective, their perspective, but like I see all of it. I'm like a drone. To give you a visual, I'm like a drone. I see the whole thing, where someone only sees what's in front of them, where I see everything, before I open my mouth. Before I open my mouth to somebody in the physical realm, I see everything beforehand, right? And Garrett is one of the few, many that knows on here through me, that I always feel and pick things up in advance, so that I come on here and I give people their heads up. Hey, by the way, this is what I was picking up. This is how I was feeling. So this is coming up as it approaches. Be ready. Handle it the best way you can. All right. You do what you will, because everybody has free will. Everybody has free will. You have free will and choice to choose to sit in it for as long as you need, or as fast as you want, or to move or not to move. But when you go to the point where you say, why me, it's not my why me. It's you in your comfort and ease to take a step from things you are afraid to or doubting, to dismantle old beliefs. Okay. Old truths you told yourself, which in actuality wasn't truth at all. He is working at Costco. Oh, miss you. Oh, I miss you too, sweetie. Hope the weather's better up there in Ohio, correct? So, I'm getting like something, my head's pounding right now. But what was I picking up? I was picking up years ago on here, I used to channel every morning, and I used to come on here every single morning. Okay. I would channel, and then I would give everybody from Aries all the way to Pisces their messages. And it was 2 days ago, but I didn't come on last night to do it, so I'm here today. I was channeling when I did a video. I want to say it was probably 2021, maybe. It was during COVID and everybody was home. So there was a lot of activity on YouTube. There was a lot of things. People were online. But I was channeling. It might have been before COVID, but it was around that time, that people needed to start to learn how to garden, start getting seeds and planting your own food. Not a lot of people were doing that back then at all. Then it got to a point, like months after I said that I noticed that in stores, certain stores were strong arming the seeds that you could buy back then. Okay. So there was that thing. Okay. It was showing, control. Now because I was channeling it, because now, after all the dust that has settled with the budgets and everything that Elon Musk found in his reportings or whatever with Doge, don't come for me. I'm just expressing so I can lead up to Robert Kennedy and his part in this new campaign, this new cabinet. He's about clean health. And you want to see true division? We're watching it. We're watching it for the last 5 months. The spiritual division, okay, versus religion. Religion and spirituality. If you're not paying attention to ever since he came in office and how people are talking and how they're thinking and what they're saying, okay, religion and spirituality, the difference in the way they talk and the way they present themselves and in the way they're handling outcomes. Okay. So what if Robert Kennedy Jr. is like, he's sick, right? Why is he sick? Because he hates all the fuck shit that he probably ate and did in his life, right? So just like anybody, you have free will and choice, and you make a change. Every day you have a choice, every day, right? So he chooses to research and try to get better and reverse things. What's wrong with that? Fucking kudos to him, right? But now he has this outlet to help a lot of us, right? So here we are. He's about to go full on with this campaign right now. And I'm happy personally because at least somebody is starting on a mainstream, in a big way to make some radical changes. And this country, the United States, needs radical change when it comes to food. Period. Because every single one of them are poisoning you. Every single one. DuPont is a fucking nuclear plant in Deepwater, New Jersey, in Wilmington, Delaware. And I know it very well because I lived in Penns Grove when growing up. Okay, so I fucking smelt that shit too, okay? And I swam on the Delaware River. I'm surprised I don't have 6 legs. Okay, no, my point is like, the Teflon with the pots and pans. They thought that was a big deal. Did you guys watch that movie Deep Waters? Scary truth, right? Why does everybody feel healthy, strong, vibrant, thin, and fine in other countries, but the United States? Because the United States is greed. United States is built on man and greed. And it was stolen. This is stolen land. I don't care. I'm probably going to get a lot of shit for what I'm saying. But I've had it. And I've had it because there's too many downloaded messages. And it's like, you need to say this because we're going to keep putting it here until you regurgitate it and spit it out to release it so that you can feel lighter and move on with other stuff that you need to channel for other people and other things. That's why it took me 2 days to come on here and talk like this, because of the stuff that they're saying. They're showing me they're showing me the downloaded messages. They're showing me when I did a video in 2019, 21, something like that, about everybody needs to start learning how to garden and get ready for their own food because for whatever reason. And then throughout the years, if you look and think about it, throughout the years, they were going to farms and they were trying to shut them down. The chickens, the eggs, the this, the that, right? Through the years. That's why I was saying what I was saying then. They brought that memory back to me 2 days ago to remind everybody, because what's getting ready to happen with the campaign that Robert is about to go, with the health thing for everybody here in the United States. So be ready. So, you really all need to not freak out. That's why I'm on here. Don't freak out. None of you. Don't worry. You all will have what you need because you've all have been preparing yourselves, whether you realize it or not. You've been preparing yourself to be self-sustained. You know how to sustain yourself with bare minimum because true, right? you have been years now preparing consciously or unconsciously to minimize your life, to evaluate, to internalize things differently, to grasp better. You know what I mean? So I'm on here because these messages want me to tell you, use no, and you're going to be okay. Don't worry, because yous are actually going to help others, because you'll have a lot of people freaking out around you, whether they're family, friends, or, neighbors and stuff like that. And it's going to be something where you'll be able to help them by your demeanor, by your knowledge of little things that you picked up that you don't even realize you picked up, but you did. Hi, Olivia. Hi, honey. So yeah. So when he starts his campaign and he goes full on with the health and the food, and everything in the United States, you guys remember from back then, if you caught my message back then in 2001, I want to say it was like 2020, 2021, when I said about the farming and the seeds and stuff, but it's coming back. So for it to come back, it means that this spring and summer, with the radical change that's going to be occurring in the United States with the guidelines and the stuff, and what's going to be on the shelf and what's not going to be on the shelf, don't worry. Sustain. Renee had the same message in 2011. Yeah. Oh, in 2009, I had the message and the visual of the white outfits and the red shoes coming out of the movie theater with the devil. And that was all about Hollywood and Pizzagate and all that back then. Hillary Clinton, Diddy, all of that. So yeah. So and I talked about TV, Truman Show, and movies, and put on different lenses, your eyes, what you see. So yeah. But now it's about the food. Now it's about the radical change. Now it's going to do what it's doing because it's trying to divide us. They are trying to make us pissed off at each other, to fight each other and harm each other off. When I say they, I mean the news. Okay. By now, we all know not to really watch certain news because we know it's pre-scripted. And if you listen to a certain song, or if you listen to something over and over and over repetitive, it's like programming, right? We've been down that already like 5 years ago, 8 years ago, 4 years ago, right? So they're still doing it, and they're gonna do it, and they're trying to say one thing. Everybody has eyes to see and ears to hear. What you hear and what you see is your truth. Absolutely. Okay. But this thing right here, and what it says and what you hear and what's more repetitive and scrolling and stuff, you take it at face value. You take it at face value until you are face to face with actual facts, not somebody that works for somebody that knows somebody, because when it gets trickled down the line, it gets watered. Okay. It gets watered down, and that's not truth. Okay. And you got to look at the person telling the story. Where is their perspective at? What are their beliefs? Because however they believe in what their perspective, that's how they're perceiving it. So therefore they're going to say how they perceive it. Okay. So just be careful what you believe. Be careful to what you believe of what you're hearing. Okay. Because honestly, the strongest thing I was getting is about the food and the radical changes in that. And don't worry about the fucking empty shipping containers. And oh my God, how are we going to get our stuff from other countries? Please. All right. Because half that shit is not true. Okay. Half of it isn't true that the ports are empty, okay. That's what they want you to know. There are some, absolutely, yes, yes, but it's not whole truth. Okay. They are trying to create division. They are trying to create chaos amongst yous. Okay. To fight each other off. Let them kill each other. You hear me? So who's going to win this, right? All right. Yous are, because you're spiritual strong beings. You're very attuned to your surroundings and yourself, and you know better. You know better. You know better. So, I keep hearing in my head, give to Caesar what is Caesar, give to God what is God. What's done in the dark will come to light. Over and over and over is the thing in my head a lot. Okay. They want what they want because they're greedy. Speak it, Angie. It's the truth, right, baby? Okay. They want what they want because they're greed, because what they're used to, and they want to maintain what they have. And I'm not going to say who they are. You know. Okay. Let them have it. They can have it. Okay. Because they're not going to be able to keep it. Okay. Because everything eventually comes to an end. The devil will give you everything until he says, okay, now it's time to pay up. If you don't pay up, what happens to you? Right? Right? Why do you think that movie Sinners is out now? By the way, very, very good movie. Very good movie. But I dare you to know, do you know the movie Crossroads back in the late 80s? There's a lot of mirroring of it. Crossroads. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. So, no, but I heard of it. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta see it. Yeah, gotta see it. It's really good. If you're talking about Sinners, yeah. If you're talking about Crossroads, I would suggest watch Crossroads, then go watch Sinners, and you'll be like, holy shit. But amazing. It really is. It's good. There's a lot of subliminal. You can catch it. It's a really, really good movie. My 21-year-old Dylan, he went Sunday to go see it, and the minute he walked in the door, he came right to my room. He goes, "Oh my God, Mom!" I'm like, "Yeah, I know." I said, "Who do you think? Who do you think they were? The ones that gave him the guitar?" Because I was picking his brains. Because I didn't go see the movie, but I know about it because I know the story. I know the story. And he said his thing, so we had a great discussion about it. But just be ready to stand in your truth, and do not worry. Don't worry. Don't worry if you don't have steady income right now. You will have everything you need. Don't worry if you don't have food. Guess what? You don't want the fucking food because it's sickening you. It's draining you. It's heavy, it's heavy metals. It's not good for you anyway. And fasting is amazing. I know a lot of people can't do it because they're so used to eating. And that's indulgence, because that's what this world, consumption at your fingertips. Of course, it's great. It's luxurious to be able to have the things you want. And you should, and you will have everything you want. But in moments, if you can't have everything you want, be happy where you are, because you're a lot better than you could be, right? And you think some of them, not all, some of them homeless people choose to be homeless. I could so relate to them on so many levels. They choose it. You know why? Because they don't want to fuck the burdens of $3,000 rent. I definitely needed to hear that. No, it's true, honey. I'm glad. I'm glad $3,000 rent, family members that this, electric and this and that and that and holy shit, leave me alone. Right? It's too much. It's burdens. and it's burdens placed, because we are told we have to. Who said that? This land, bartering, community, coming together. If I don't have something you do, you give it to me, and I have something that you don't have that I give you. We help each other out. Okay. And they fucking took this country. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. They took this country. Okay. It was this country is stolen. I'm gonna get so much shit for this. I don't give a fuck. All right. Number one, anything on this earth is not ours. None of it on this earth is ours. We are borrowing it. And we should be grateful we're here. Okay? Who the fuck says I gotta pay you to be here? It's programming, right? Through the centuries, through the decades, through this, through that. And then it's just what you just do because that's what it is. No, the fuck it ain't. It's what they want you to believe. Lord, protect this woman at all costs. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you for saying that, Garrett. I'm serious because you have no idea. For 2 days, I was nervous about doing this. I was like, but you know what? I got to say it. I got to say it. But it's true. It is so freaking true. And so many times I had to tell people listening to people talk about, how there were so many people down here in the South, because I was born in Brooklyn, New York, raised in Jersey, hung out in Philly, and then I come to Florida, okay, this time around. And I'm Sicilian Italian. My whole family's from fucking Sicily. My whole family, okay? All right, but I'm listening to people, and and they talk about how so many people were hung down here, in the KKK and all this shit. I'm like, do you motherfuckers know you guys hung the Sicilians more than the blacks? You hung us too. They're like, what are you talking about? You're white, and no, the hell I'm not. No, I'm not. And why? Because you want, this is your land. This ain't your land. And all of us built everything so you can fucking enjoy your fucking tea on your porch. See what I'm saying? You see? And the reason why this is all coming out the way it's coming out is because it's getting worse. It got worse for the last 3 months. When they went in and started doing budget cuts and releasing people and showing truth of, accounting for this and that, all of them were showing their true colors in their reactions to what was being found. And it created a ripple of an energy and showing people division. That this is, whether you realize it or not, it really is a spiritual war. It really is. It's not how you might envision it, but it is. It's showing you, God is showing you the division in your face, the way they're treating and talking about everybody. Because if everybody is true of God, okay, and God's children, all right, okay, because God made you in his image perfect. So if you think you're imperfect, that's because man told you in some way, somehow, not directly, but because, the pictures and the movies and the TV and the this and that and this and that and this and that, whatever, your imperfection is your perfection. Your imperfection is your perfection. I tell you guys all the ones that know me here on YouTube know you are a diamond and a snowflake. There are no two diamonds and snowflakes exact. Okay. You're beautiful. Shine bright, stand tall, be confident, be victorious in your own. If they don't like you, that's why God gave a neck to turn. Turn your fucking head. That's why God gave you feet, so you can walk away. You know what I mean? And he gave you fingers so you can swing them. No, he didn't. That's an Angie thing. But, I mean, there is so much more. And I'm saying this because you got to get ready. Because once Robert comes out about the food thing, because now it's no longer Elon Musk. So now they're going to have something to complain and argue about and criticize, and it's going to be Robert and the way the food is going to go down, because people are used to what they're used to, and they don't want to be told that they, and that's fine. You don't have to be told nothing. He's going to show you how this was being fed to you, and this was in your food, and this is what we're taking away from the shelves. And you can bitch all you want, and that's fine. Bitch about it, and if you want it, you'll find it. But don't criticize somebody that's really trying to make a difference, to make a better country, a healthier country, not only for us to be here forever, however long we're left to be here, but for our kids and the next generations. We're trying to go back to the beginning, back to the basics, which is what God wants for all of us. He did everything in 6 days and rested on the seventh. Everything we need is he created for us. We didn't need medicine. We got plants. Every single plant, every single flower, there is a medicinal property to it and beneficial to help us sustain our health, longevity, enjoyment, and fruitfulness in evolving. We don't need medicine. We need medicine because God didn't do what's going on. Man did. Man got greedy and put a bunch of shit in your food, okay, to have longer shelf life. So when we consumed it, it fucked our shit up inside because it's foreign to our human body and creates diseases. Yes, but he didn't do that to us. Man did. So man created medicine, right? Again, for money and greed. Oh my God, protect me. Please protect me, because I swear, please protect me. Because I did so good for so many decades, and now here I am today, May 1st, Beltane, and I'm spitting all this out today. 2025. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, it's business. Yeah. And it's not business for you. It's business for them. It's business for them. It's business for them. There are some amazing, good people in contract and government, and I feel bad for all of them, because those that are good, they are sworn to secrecy and to a degree tied behind their hands, tied behind their back to a degree. But then there comes a point where your morals come into play, and you stand on business, you stand on truth, you stand on God, and you lean into faith. I got a question. How did you start all of this? Like reading cards, an example. I was born like this, honey. I was born like this. We all are born with these gifts, honey. We're all born with these gifts. It's whether or not you are never blocked. You never blocked, because once you're blocked with trauma or being told you can't speak and don't be quiet, as you're a young kid, it builds a wall, and then you have to do your inner work to free yourself of it with meditation, cleansing your body from, food, fasting, and going within a lot, isolating yourself, choosing different friends and environment. It's a process. It's becoming one again, but no, I've always been like this, honey, because my mom was very very open. She was a Scorpion queen, as I call her. She allowed me to be free and speak freely, but it's in my bloodline, as it is in yours. Truly I help people awaken to their gifts, and do the religion versus spirituality, the dark night of the soul. Dark night of the soul is a fast way to blossom into your gifts. Deal with your shadow. Face your shadows and eliminate them, abolish them, and you will ascend, and you will realize you too have an innate gift, special and unique to you. that you can harness and use. Okay. But I did have to come on here and I had to share these messages of what I was seeing about the seeds and the farming years ago to here we are now to get ready. And it really, I don't know what many were thinking when they talk about the division, because some people have the vision of division like a Star Wars thing, war, like, or Infinity Wars, like the visual, you know what I mean? I don't know what you're expecting. Them coming with the military cars to your front door, maybe they want you to believe that, to live in fear and stay in fear and negative energy. No. Okay. Remember, you chose whoever you are, you chose to take the shot, the COVID shot when they first happened, right? Right? Whoever you are, whoever did it. Well, I'm just saying, I'm giving you an example of what I'm trying to get here. Everybody has free will and choice. Some chose to take it. Others felt strong-armed because they were strong-arming their job, telling them if they didn't fucking take it, they're going to be fired. That's illegal. But right there, that was control. They were showing and doing the test run of control. Who did it? A lot of people did it. Okay. A lot of people did it. You never took it. Yeah. I didn't either. I didn't take it either. And I refused my kids to take it. Clock it. It's true. Yeah. My kids, I think at the time, 2 of my kids were going to go into military at the time, which neither one of them went, by the way. Yeah. Neither one of them went, by the way. But at the time, they were going to go, and there was still that window of them saying they had to get the vaccination, otherwise they can't. And I told my sons, that's the only time I stood up and I demanded. I said, over my fucking dead body, you're not putting that shit in your, I don't give a flying rat's ass if they're going to give you a fucking $25,000 signing bonus. I don't give a fuck. You can make that. No, you're not putting shit in your body. And then what happened? Like 4 or 5 months after that, I think, they said that the military said, okay, now you don't have to get the shot no more. Like they reversed it. And then all those people that lost their jobs because they, you know what I mean? But then they went back, but it was, all it was a test run of control. Like some of these movies you guys watch, I tell you guys, from 2017, all these movies you watch, be careful. You think it's a movie. Sometimes there's like those hidden truths right in your face. So it does. They feel like when they're on their judgment day, they can say, well, what? Nah, we told them, we put it in their face. We can't help that they didn't see it. No, you were manipulating. Okay. I think I said it too back in 2017. I was getting signs and things with the Pied Piper and everything following the sound of the flute. Listen to me. Sean. Amen to that. Yes, they do. Yeah. It's like, no. Okay. So, use all or where you're at. Be prepared. Ignore it. Okay. This whole country was built on foreigners because we're all foreigners. We're all foreigners, even if you were born right here in America. Okay. Your parents and your bloodline are foreign. You're on borrowed land. This is not our land. This is not their fucking land. Okay. God's country, right? God's earth, God's friggin' planet, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Moving rock, whatever, however you want, because everybody's different. You know what I mean? But and here's another thing. Here's another thing. Was it 2 years ago when I was in Italy? I went to Rome, and there was a friend that um, went to middle school and high school in Jersey, but got in trouble and and got deported because his mom never got him his citizenship. So he got deported, went back to Italy. When I was in Italy, we caught up. I'm like, oh my God, I haven't seen him since he was 16, right? And because I see his sister, she lives in Atlanta. So I was walking, we were walking, where were we walking? Past the Vatican. I know. I didn't want to go through the Vatican that day. I was like, no, not today. So we were walking. And for whatever reason, I told him, listen to what I'm saying, because this has relevance too, because I think I heard something on this the other day about this. He goes, why do you always look down, Ange? Why do you always look down? You're always looking down. You don't look, I said, well, right now I don't have to look around because I know where we're at and whatever. I said, but yeah, you know what? I do notice that I always look down. I said, I always look down when I walk. You know why? Because there's shit down there. I ain't worried about what's up there. It's down there. That's what I said. He goes, is this another channel thing? And I said, you know what? It has to be. It has to be. I'm always looking down because I know there's things down there. It's not about what's up there. It's what's down there. And through the years, what's down there? They made tunnels. They make cities. There's all kinds of shit going on. Okay. And in the water, in the ocean. Okay. I'm connected to the water. I'm a water. That's it. Yeah. That's it. I'm my happiest place. I'm in the water. Okay. Leave me the fuck alone in the water. But there's things down there too. All right. No one can go completely down because they don't know how far it goes down. Yeah. You're not meant to. You're not meant to. So leave it alone, kind of thing. Because they're saying that the aliens are down there. I'm like, there's a lot more down there. There's a lot more. But you guys just need to, in the next, I'd say, month and a half, not worry about the shipping containers being empty and stuff that you're used to having at your fingertips and because of the tariffs in China and whatever else, what's going on. Let them fight amongst each other. And you know what that happens when it dings. So you know that what that means. You guys that know me on here, when it's like yep. Let them friggin' go back and forth. You will have what you're used to having. You will then in turn also, with the downtime, because you're going to internalize into yourself and appreciate where you are from where you came from, even if it was 5 months ago, because you're a different person, peaceful, more, exactly, confirmation, yeah. That it's okay if you don't have something right now. Doesn't mean you won't have it. It's just right now, it's not a priority. So focus on what's right in front of you, just right here, right now. Okay. Because that's all you're going to need right now. You don't have to put your energy, fears, doubt, aggravation, anxiety into something from about next week, because through me, from experience, and I remind you, everything happens in the 11th hour. In an instant, things can change. So why put energy and talk about and think about something about next week if you don't even know if it'll happen in the way that you're freaking out about? Something might happen in 5 minutes that changes the whole course of everything. Here, I'll give you an example, because I use myself as an example to give you, because I too am living this human experience. Angie, 15 years ago, roughly, as some of you know, I used to produce concerts. Okay. That I haven't done that in almost 15 years, at least. 13, 15 years, okay, with the country artists and the classic rock bands, and Sticks and just a lot of guys. And I'm in Maryland and I get a random text. Random text. Okay. One of the tour managers from back then, I think at the time, he happened to have been, who was it that I had him on there as? Luke Bryant's tour manager at the time, because that's how it came on my phone. I'm like, I looked at him like, Jeff? I was like, I haven't freaking seen or talked to him in like, what in the hell? So I look at it, and the text says, listen, are you still in Florida? And is this still Ange? And I was like, what are you doing calling my phone or texting my phone? I said, actually, yeah, it is still me. I said, oh my God, hey, how you doing? How is everything good? You still doing runs? Who are you with? Are you still with Luke? Or are you with somebody else? He's like, actually, I'm with Nickelback. I'm like, you're a Nickelback? He's like, not really. He goes, I picked up and I'm going to do a run with Nickelback this spring and summer for a festival. I'm like, what festival? He says, Rock the Country. Kid Rock started it last year with Jason Aldean with the tour. And I was like, oh boy. I was like, isn't this some shit? I'm thinking to myself. And says that, they're coming through where I live, because they're having one of the dates is here. Come out and hang out and catch up with everybody. There's a bunch of us in here, on here, that you'll remember from back in the day when you used to produce tours and all the concerts. I'm like, well, you know what? That'd be kind of cool. 3 days after that, I got a vision and everything because for whatever reason, apparently I'm going to get back into that game. But for myself, for serendipity, to raise the money to build serendipity. Finally, that where all of you guys are going to come and love and be and eat and learn and just chill and retreat and record your whatever you want to do. It's coming to pass. It's coming to be and break ground sometime by the end of 2025. But where I didn't know how it was going to come, they're bringing me back full circle and bringing me back, but this time for myself, not for others. Not making money for others, producing concerts and festivals. Apparently, my ass is getting back, and I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. But it's only 3 days. Festival's only 3 days and 5 cities. It's not really that much. It really isn't. But, think and utilize your downtime. They're talking to you. Listen and trust the process. And again, don't freak out. Don't listen to what they're saying. Don't freak out when you don't see certain things on the shelves that you're used to eating. Maybe you need to change your eating habits anyway. So say thank you. Instead of being pissed about something not out there, say, you know what? Thank you. I've been wanting to change something, this or that. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine because they want the fighting. They want the division. They want the war, but they don't want to take blame for it. They want to point it at you. So don't give them a reason. Okay? Don't give them a reason. All right? No. I got a question. Have you ever messed with a Ouija board? I think we all have when we were kids. Everybody, really. Not everybody, but when you're kids, yeah. Yeah. I think everybody. It's just a stigmata. It's a stigmata. It's what you put your energy into. That's awesome. Yeah. It's what you put your energy into, Olivia. If you feed it and you give it life, you breathe life into it or thought or emotion, then, you are feeding it whatever you're feeling. If you're nervous, like, oh my God, don't do that, then it builds up that negative energy. But if you don't give it attention and you don't, stroke its ego, then it doesn't go nowhere near you. It doesn't affect you. Do you understand that, honey? Do you understand that? And Sean, how are you feeling if you're still on here? Are you okay? I am sweating. I don't know. Is somebody on here that's nervous? Like freaking out nervous? I don't have my rubber band, my headpiece. Yeah, I do. You do what? Oh, you do understand? You mean? I'm like sweating. Like, I don't know if I'm picking somebody up that's nervous, or I'm going to be praying hard for my safety. I'll be praying hard for my safety and protection for all the stuff I just spit out. My emotions have been up and down. Oh, Garrett. Well, I'm glad I've been on here tonight. Have I at least helped in any way, small bit? A small bit for you, Garrett? You're entitled to feel those up and down and question them. Sit with yourself and say, okay, these are emotions are good and I appreciate them. But the ones that got you down, to say to yourself, you're not crazy if you talk to yourself. Because first of all, you're alone in your house. Don't worry about it. I do it. I talk. Okay. And when I answer myself, it's my higher self, but people think I'm crazy. And I don't care. They're the ones that need to think I'm crazy. That keeps my protection from keeping people like that around me. And I laugh. Whatever. But definitely to hear you alone, and definitely to the messages hidden. Okay. Yeah, sit down and say, okay, why is this bringing me down? Why do I feel like this? I promise you'll get your answer, and it'll help you adjust yourself better or recognize it when it happens again, that you can take back the power and control, and it won't make you feel as down. And the more you acknowledge and recognize and attune to your awareness of where you are in the present moment rather than drift off, you won't feel down. I promise. But utilize this time. And what are your hobbies? What do you like doing on your downtime that you wish you had more time to do? Is it making music? Is it drawing? Is it, I don't know. Give me 2 things you like to do, Garrett. And try to do that this weekend. And I guarantee you'll be able to make money off of it. And before you know it, it's like, it'll be something that you're doing full time and you don't have to worry about nothing, because everything you need is getting taken care of, and you're a lot happier. You love to grow plants. Holy shit. Come on, Garrett. There you go, honey. Grow some plants around the house. You have the time. Get some plants that you've always wanted to, try, even if it's a couple. You have a green thumb. Man, that is awesome. I'll be the first to tell you, I do not have a green thumb, but I do admire, appreciate the aesthetics, the sensories, and everything about it, and all the beautiful properties it does have to help your health and protect your home and the environment, the ecosystem. It all needs it. We all need everything. Together we need each other, even the insects, the dirt, the grass, the sun, the trees. Without one or a few of us, it's not balanced. We're all meant to be here together. Okay. So yeah, green thumb. You see those black elephant plants? What is it? Elephant ears? The elephant ears, they're black. Man, those are gorgeous. I'm like, man, those are pretty. I love that color, like that vibrant. But there's all kinds of stuff. Yeah. And good for you. Play around with that, because they're going to need you wherever you're at, wherever you live, and you're surrounded. The people that know you in your community eventually will come to you needing something you have or knowledge you have about plants, because they're going to need the plants, because the way the freaking food and shit is going right now, honey. Maybe it's time for your calling. I've been thinking about starting my own business. Well, maybe this is them saying, here you go. Trust the process and go. And if you ever get an Etsy shop or whatever and you put it together, Garrett's Garden. I love that. And if you put it together, tell me. And when I'm on TikTok or whatever social media thing I'm on, I'll be sure to plug you and tell people to go check your Etsy shop or your Shopify, whatever. Or if you just have a Facebook page or whatever. See, I'm here to help any of you, all of you. We're in this together. Okay. You listen to me. Sometimes I ramble, but am I really? No, I'm channeling. And you understand that. So you let me say what I got to say, because some of the words are meant for you and other words are meant for somebody else. But you guys will all get it in the end. I'm not sure if I told you this, but I eventually want to become a fashion designer to make my own custom outfits and stuff. Well, girlfriend, do it. Do it. You're ready. Don't you, you're doing the music, right? So with you doing your music, make your own outfits when you do your performances. So when people see you out and your fans and even if it's like a 200 people setting or whatever it is, they're like, man, I love that outfit. Who is it? Who made that? Me. So there you go. Come on, do it, honey. Do it. Yes, ma'am. Wow, thank you. Yes. Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. And Sean, everybody has something special. Sean's a painter. He has other things. He does other things. Okay. Don't let him fool you. But he's a painter and he's like a master painter. Okay. But that's, the vocation and avocation, but you all have something other than. I implore you and I challenge you to do a little bit more of that on the weekends instead of being out there. Well, see, Olivia, it's your time to do all those things. Pick a Saturday and learn dancing. Take a Saturday class. You could do that. You write songs all the time, anytime, and whenever you're inspired. You're doing that. And learn how to make clothes and wear your clothes when you're performing your songs. You can have it all. All of you can have it all. All the things you want. It's up to you on what you give your time to. How do you allocate your time? For others or for yourself? And those that love you and adore you and want to be around you will encourage you to do all these things, lift you up, appreciate that you can't go hang out because you're learning a new skill or you want to try something. They will actually like cheer you on. Look at that. Confirmation again. And if they're not cheering you on, they're not your people right now because it's about you. Okay? All right. Who's this? Oh my God. And this is weird. This particular thing is like trying to lure me to do a workshop. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. It's one of those funnel emails, funnel texts. But in the time and they're coming, they're confirmation. You guys know that from whatever I'm saying. So let's pull a couple cards here just for the night and what they want you to know for May. Okay. So let's see. From everything I was channeling, everything I was saying, and yep, thank you. What did I just say? Pour into you, right? Look at this. Ace of Cups. Look at this. Peace. The dove bird with the communion, the purifier, the hand of God loving you. Pour into you. Start over. Love you. Have peace. Okay. Take your time. Slow and steady. Oh my gosh. Look at this. All right. For May 2025. What else? Thank you. This is a personal wish coming true. All of you's had a personal wish. Okay. A lot of you's had a personal wish to get out of your head and stop thinking about a particular thing. But others of you had a particular wish that you wished for that is actually coming to pass. Look at this. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, and Death. This is the heart and the feather on the scales. Balance. Look, I love it. This is true. Look, heart, head and heart. You know how I always say you need both, but you got to be balanced. If you stay too much in your head, you go down a rabbit hole and you're unbalanced. And if you put your heart on the scale and it's light as a feather, you can cross over to the other side, Isis and Osiris, right? And that truly means about the heaviness of your emotions. if you're heavy in your emotions about past or people or things, you're not going to be able to have a rebirth in a situation or your life. Okay. Metaphor. It's a metaphor. And Jesus talked in parables, and look what they did to him. Why am I bringing that up? I don't know. I don't know. So you got both. Okay. Head and heart, new. Take your time. You're going through a death, transformation, and rebirth. This whole month is about a rebirth, in balancing the way you used to think. Okay. Because you're getting rewired and you're knowing truth, your truth, King, author, sword. Okay. And your emotions, your sense of love, and what you view love and how you love is going to change and be anew for the month of May. That's your message for May. All right, guys. So I love whomever stood throughout. Garrett, I hope I brought a little bit of peace for you tonight with the total understanding of the situation, of course. But maybe some of the things I said were little reminders to you to bring you back centered for yourself. And I say, go for it, honey. Go for it. Go for it. It's your time. Because I have this feeling you would be amazing and great at the garden. Okay. Okay. All right. You're welcome. All right. So let's see. Make sure this whole thing is so, it's all messed up. Okay. Every single day, I was always trying to come up with an idea for a song or write a little bit. Okay, that's good. Sometimes you don't have to come up with an idea of a song. Don't think about the idea of the song. Sometimes you'll be walking and you see a particular word, whether it's on a billboard, a certain word you'll see like repeated throughout the day. Maybe just focus on a word and then make a song about it. Believe it or not, you know? Okay. All right. Have a beautiful night, everybody. Have a beautiful night. And thank you for listening. I hope it helped somebody, or it will help somebody. But boy, I'm going to be asking for a lot of protection for the first like half an hour with everything I was saying. I was like, oh boy. But I don't care. I mean, I care, but I don't care because it's truth. That's truth. Everything I was saying was truth about what I was saying. Anyway, good night, guys. Good night.